What's up, guys? Congratulations to you for clicking this video. In this video, if you stay to the end, I will show you the difference between selling versus closing. Practically, you make it practical, guys. If you have ever been afraid of selling, if you are finding it hard to close, this video will show you how can you close people to buy from you rather than sell to them. My name is Ismail Fatihu. I am a high ticket closer and also a sales consultant. It took me a while before I really understood what's really the difference between selling and closing. And even though I started majorly in sales 2021, I still find it hard to close during those periods because I've always been taught to sell. I've always sold to people, which is very, very wrong. It's a wrong approach because it does not match, it does not match the habits of we humans. We cannot relate to people who sell to us because they are only concerned about themselves. They only want to sell to us. In closing is different. In closing, you don't even want everybody to buy from you. You don't even want people to buy because now you're focused on actually doing something I'll share with you later on in this video. So let's dive right in. So this topic is under sales. Now we need to understand sales clearly. So you want to do yourself a favor. If you're having a distraction right now, pause that distraction. Go into somewhere that you can understand this thing. If you can understand it, boy, you'll be ahead of 97% of the people. Yes. And that is what it is. So what is sales exactly? My friend, sales is giving people ideas. Sales is giving people ideas, goods or services in return for money or other values. Guys, the key word here is that it is an exchange. Sales is what? Sales is an exchange. And if you can exchange something in return for another thing, guy, bro, sis, you don't do sales without all. You have done sales, right? So now, the major purpose of sales is not to sell to people, but to close them. So people hate the word sales. Why? Because most people paint a picture, especially amateurs, especially people who are average when it comes to selling. People have painted pictures of the word sales as those who push products to you. No, 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 no. The purpose of sales is to close them. Close them. Close them. Right? I used to say something to my students. I say, you either close or you will be closed. So now what is closing then? Before I even tell you the meaning of closing at all, let me give you a scenario, my friend. You see, two executives were asked to sell a car in order to determine how good they are when it comes to sales, right? So the first executive took the stage. They were selling to one of the panelists, and then the first executive came forward and to sell the car. He said, "Oh, bam, I will sell this car today." And then he started explaining the benefit of this car he's selling. This car has this, it's white in color, it has this mileage, it has this type of engine, it has this type of leather, interior decoration, blah blah blah. Trying to sell the person on why they should buy it. And people hate to be sold naturally. So the person said, "I'm not interested." It's not funny, eh? The person said, "I'm not interested." And then he lost the deal. He could not close the prospect. The person resisted the sale. Now let's look at the second executive. He came in as a legend. And I told you guys, this is not just a YouTube channel. We are a community of legend closers. So this guy came in and he started by relating with the prospect first. "Oh, awesome. You look good, sir. What's your name?" "Oh, I like that. Oh, the way you speak. Are you from this place?" He said, "No, I'm not. Oh, yeah, amazing." He related with the prospect first. And then he started asking questions. And one of the questions he asked, like, "Mr. Paul, if there's one thing you'd like to have in a car, for it to be perfect for you, what would it look like? If there's one thing you like to have in a car, for it to be perfect for you, what would it look like? You say, for a perfect car, or more, I would like to have this kind of future, this kind of benefits, this kind of outcome. And the person told me exactly what he needed in the car. So this executive took that reply and then he used it and said, oh, awesome. Everything you just said, and do you know that I have a car that matches exactly what you need? So, oh, really? Can I see it? And then he showed him the car. Bam! He closed the prospect. This is closing. This is closing versus selling. Can you see it now in play? So what is closing now, my friend? Closing is guiding people to buy from you without making them feel they are being pushed to do so. That is it, my friend. So write that down, my friend. Legend, write it down. This would make you become one step ahead of 97% of the people. So, what is the difference between selling and closing? Closing is guiding. Closing is pulling. While selling is convincing. While selling is pushing. Closing is guiding. Selling is convincing. Closing is pulling. And selling is pushing. My friend, do you see the difference now? Closing is more of an invincible mind control thing. Like you can't see it. It's psychology. Like you feel like you are enjoying it. Because now the person is not selling you. It's not blabbering of the mouth. Closing is not what you say. It's what your prospect says. So the words you say when you are closing, it matters, but what your prospect says matters the most. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the difference between closing and selling. When selling, you talk more, you explain, blah, blah, blah. But when closing, you talk less. And talking less is give you this control, is give you this power, is give you this reserve that makes people, wow, they want to keep going in the conversation. And most times, people dislike it. Let me ask you, when you go to a shopping mall and someone is dragging you to buy from them, do you like it? Not at all. People dislike it when you sell to them. However, when you close them, they love it because now you give them the chance to make a decision themselves. So what is the major point of this video? My friend, from now on, stop selling and start closing. I'm glad that you watched this to the end and I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Did you learn anything new? What exactly stood out from you in this video? And I would also love to hear from you. What other type of content do you like to watch on YouTube so that I can provide more value to you? I celebrate you and don't forget, Ismail Fatihu always loves you. Even if you're a guy, I'm not gay, please, but I still love you. So do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you for watching.